everyone, Daisy here again with another layout. This is for the Oh So Inspired collaboration here on YouTube. And this month we are inspired by Lyric Lover 810. She made some gift bags or like bags she was going to send to her pen pals that she filled with crafty goodness, and so we had to use those bags as our inspiration. So I am doing a 12 by 12 layout, and I am using the same collection that she used in for her bags. She used the My Mind's Eye My Story, and she used the, I believe, the 6 by 6 paper pack. And so I am using the journaling cards or the 3 by 4 cards that came, or that is part of that collection. And yeah, I decided to do kind of a slanted grid layout, and I'm just using up a bunch of these cards, and of course they won't go down straight, and yeah. Really, it ends up being the first card I put down was crooked, so everything else wouldn't line up right. So yeah. Um, and I just pulled out a couple of these. I wanted to make sure that I split up the colors a little bit and that I had a couple of different colors going on. And then this is a really beautiful collection. And I don't know, I had gotten these cards from a Peachy Cheap. They came with all the like die cuts and journaling cards for like 6 of their, I think it was 6 or 4, maybe 4 of their collections. And I don't use these journaling cards enough, so I figured this would be a good way to use up some stuff out of my stash and get them gone, you know. I am pulling in some craft. It's the same color as the bags that she was using. And there will be a link below to the video of what she created, so you can take a peek. But I'm just creating some craft photo corners, and I just do that by cutting a strip of paper and just folding it over into little triangles. The picture I'm using, it's not of anything, you know, important. It was just me and my youngest daughter. We were playing with Snapchat filters one day and just, you know, relaxing and having some nice mommy and daughter time. So got to take that while it's still coming. I did pop my photo up on some fun foam. And now here you see me adding some of the die cuts from the same collection. I just pulled out a bunch of things that I thought would coordinate well, bring in some of that gold color so that I could create these 3 different clusters. I also created my own tag out of craft in that kind of bigger cluster in the lower right hand corner. I originally had a different tag, one from one of the die cut pieces, but it was just too much, so I needed some craft down in that corner because I have craft up in that heart, craft photo corners on the photo, and so I needed something down in that other corner. Now this picture, or not picture, but the paper that I'm using in the background is Jilly Bean Soup. I can't remember what collection. So sorry, I can't remember. I can look it up if you're interested, but it's just got kind of like, not a grid, I'm not sure, like some lines in the background. It's like a white background with like some kind of brownish lines crisscrossing all across the page, and I thought it actually goes really well with this. So I tried to repeat some of the same elements in each of the clusters. I have, well, I have a butterfly in 2 of the clusters, and then those pink flowers I have in 2, and then I have those little hearts, and those actually came as a like strip of hearts, and I just cut them apart. And then those little doily pieces were actually a banner, and I again cut them apart so that I could include some in each cluster. I don't really have a title, I guess, for this layout specifically. I've got, you know, a couple of those cards have words on it, and that little tag down in the corner says this story belongs to, and then I'd stamp us on it. So I guess maybe that would be my title. even though it's smaller than all the other words on the page, but I think that makes more sense for a title. Let's see, I don't know what I'm doing now. I disappeared for a while, I guess. Oh, I was looking for some stamps. I want to stamp I love you on that banner that's on that heart card up there. And then I needed the word us. So I'm going to try out a couple of stamps. That one says hashtag I love you, but it's too big. So then I'm going to pull out a smaller one out of this. It came from, it's like a Peachy Cheap exclusive stamp set or something. And so I'm just going to stamp that on there, and I'm using StazOn ink. Not for any reason, just because that was the closest. And I'm going to do that for the us stamp over there. And then I do come in, I added some twine to that little tag there, and that's just some, I think it's Maya Road or Maya Arts twine, and I got that from Spiegelmom Scraps. So I'm going to add some to make it look like the flight of the butterfly or whatever. So I'm going to add it to both of the butterflies just to add, you know, another detail. And oh, I could not get this stuff to stick for anything. And then I will come in and add some journaling underneath that follow your arrow and that other card where it has that tag that says the story belongs to us. And I do it at a diagonal as well. And then that's pretty much going to be the end of the layout. I think I do stamp the date on with a roller date stamp as well. And the journaling just talks about how, you know, the little moments that we have are special and how fun we are together. So yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching. I will include the links below to everybody who's participating this week, as well as the original inspiration. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.